So today I'd like to talk about how civilization architecture will measure impact of the work that we do. And this is because part of civilization architecture is going to be, let's see, this one is going to be understanding how our solutions are providing help for people and measuring the impact that this civilization architecture organization is having on the world at large. So, the way that we plan to measure impact is by creating a self reflection app. This app will allow users of our society to input their needs by category. So we have individual needs, which cover food, shelter, health, safety, and so on, and also emotional self reflection. What does uh, it look like when I am happy, when I am sad? When do I feel happy and sad? What things cause me to become happy and sad? And how does that reflect who I am? What is my identity? So that I have some self awareness around uh, my behaviors such that I can make changes if necessary or work around it if I'm not going to change it, but just be aware of it. Then there are social needs by category. So in this app, you can discuss your relationships, you can keep track of you consider family, who is in your community, who you work with, who are your friends, and you can also provide requests for collective needs, like what do you need to feel safe and stable in your life, where and what kind of education do you want, and community again. So the way that this self-reflection app will be used is by aggregating all of people's inputs to get the view on society's needs at large. So this app will collect individual level data and then aggregate it so that we can search by location, by age, by like background. So we can start noticing trends between people so that we can provide dashboards and metrics and alerts to let us know when certain populations are trending upwards or downwards. And this will feed into the command center for civilization architecture to determine what are the problems that are going on in society. So, for example, if we find that people are having fewer and fewer friends or they don't feel connected to the community, then we can notice this in the command center and do something about it to create more events to bring people together. So that will be a second app. So we have the self reflection app, and we will also have the uh, life app. And this life app will be where people can live their lives uh, and record what they do with their time. So, for example, if I have a dinner with a friend, I can write down, oh, who did I eat with? What did we eat? What did we talk about? And how did I feel afterwards? How are they doing? And so on, so that I can develop a log of the history of my interactions and the history of my actions that make up my life, so that I can have meaningful memories of what I do, and then we can create a social media or social network around the meaningful memories that I log, so that I can see what I am doing in the past. I can scroll through my happy memories and I can see the happy memories of my friends and how they're feeling. This is different from modern day social media where people just post the best parts of their life to look good to everyone. Here, you're being honest with yourself on what you're doing, and you're being honest with yourself on how you feel, and you're only sharing these details with people who you trust enough to be open and honest with. Also on this Life app, you will be able to track future events such as a upcoming hike or future problems or present day problems that you are working on to solve them in the future. And once they are solved, then they can move into the past and you can record it as history that you had a problem with, let's say your toilet didn't work, then you got a plumber and eventually they fixed it and then your toilet did work. And so that would be going into the Life app. And that Life app would then map into this civilization architecture, which we talked about in an earlier video, where you can request help, and as an intake of problems, civilization architecture can find solutions for the problems and optimize those solutions with economies of scale. And that's illustrated here. The command center will pipe the problems into the system to solve the problems for the population at large. In order to track the source attribution to see who is providing what service that is helping which population, we have the self-reflection app data feeding into a history of reflected actions. And this history is going to go into a marketplace filled with nonprofits and businesses that we form partnerships with that provide solutions to problems. So here, people who provide help can be part of the civilization architecture network, but they can also be nonprofits or businesses. And so this is where we track, okay, who is it that actually helped, and then who is funding the help, and what is the impact of that help. And that is how we measure impact at civilization architecture. Thanks for watching.